How do you write with empathy?
Oh, that's great. How to write about empathy? I think, and that's kind of important because you always want to try to have different voices, right, for each character. Each character can't sound the same. So whether this person is a killer or this person is a police officer, this person is a teacher, you gotta try to feel what their life is and their challenges and their hopes and dreams. Everyone has those. There's certain human emotions that we all have, and I try to kind of place that and feel that. So if I could feel that, then I think I could be empathetic to that situation. I might not necessarily always get it correct, or execute it well, but I try to do that. I try to feel. But sometimes that could get me in trouble being too empathetic because you become like a devil's advocate all the time. You tell my wife that. I was like, can you just agree? I was like, all right, but well, this person's maybe the customer service person is had 10 calls before that were just difficult. He's like, well, mine was difficult. I was like, well, I was just trying to feel what they were going through. So it could help, but it also could be a nuisance.
With All Roads to Perla, with the main characters, how did you want to have the audience feel some empathy toward them, or was that not a goal?
I was thinking about that of like, I hope and for the audience, I hope what people could get out of or see or feel is like sometimes we're born in certain situations that we're given, and sometimes we try the best we can, and sometimes that's not enough. And I hope people could understand that. It's whether it's effort, and with the main characters, it was a simple goal of just trying to survive. But isn't that what we're all trying to do? But everyone has their own ways, and it's one of those things of like, if you question behavior, especially even like domestic violence and things, and people always go, oh, why didn't they leave? It's like, don't understand what the word coercion means, or doesn't understand what the situation is. It's not as simple as that. There's a complex layer to things. So with these characters and our main lead, played by Alex McNichol, Brandon, he's a high school wrestler, and I was a high school wrestler. So when you are starving for love, starving for food, starving for attention, you become very primal. You start to, there's a different type of clarity, which is, basic need. We need basic need. And that's why that definition of love, lust, and loss, like a slap to the face could be someone's definition of love. But some people think that's brutality, violence. But if you're born in that situation, if that's all you've known, and when a hug is not there, you act differently. So that's why I was exploring with that, with these characters, and I hope the audience could kind of like go along with it.
Do you mind if the audience judges your characters? Some people might be fearful, especially if they weren't born into certain situations and they know comfort, or not just affluence, but comfort and structure. But not everybody had that. And I think a lot of people that came from that, they're very fearful of anything that looks no, that's dirty, I don't want to touch that kind of thing.
Yeah. I think I think that's a great thing about creating something. And it's total opposite of me. I always I was so diplomatic growing up. I always didn't want to get on anyone's bad side, and I was always writing offensive. It didn't have like super strong opinions. But with the story, I think everyone's entitled to it, and if it upsets them, and if they don't think that's portrayed right, or I'm not being really empathetic, but being something other than that, I think people have a right for that, and I like that, because that's the beginning of discourse. But you hope people could understand that, but I think during this entire process, even trying to get the film off the ground, trying to have a sustainable career in the arts field, I've learned how to kind of let go, and that's a very hard thing to have your work be criticized all the time. But I just, I'm very proud of it, and I think it's kind of like, it's off in its own. It's if I were to have children, I guess that would be like, do you just hope someone, hugs it once in a while? That's about it.
So it's okay with you to write about characters that may not be loved by everyone and may be disliked by certain people, not necessarily the story, but who the characters are. Is that okay with you? Even though you know about yourself, you like to be diplomatic and think of others first.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what, that's the fun part of creating, because those are characters. Those are, they say, real life is stranger than fiction. And there's more characters out there that's Looney Tunes and awful, but it's life. And I love making those characters come alive and seeing it through their eyes and what they have to go through. Yeah.
What if you're writing a character and you don't feel empathy toward that character?
If I don't feel empathy to that character, that's a hard one. It makes me think of that Sean Penn movie with Helen St. Bergeron, Dead Man Walking, right? So I don't know. I think even through, let's say it's like Charles Manson or other things, I would convince myself at birth there was a sense of innocence somewhere there. And this person, through society, through upbringing, through other things, fell into the wrong world and became a monster. So I would go all the way, I would have to go out and investigate that and see, but it'd be a little bit more difficult, I would say, yeah, if I didn't have any empathy towards them.